Battleships at Pearl Harbor on December 7, 1941. We are going to talk about the lineup of the battleships. 2 battleships were out of sight while 6 battleships were clustered together. This is known as Battleship Row. The USS Oklahoma was hit by many aerial torpedoes and rolled over and sank to the bottom. Over 400 men lost their lives. Later, the battleship was raised and patched, but the damages remained. It was sold for scrap in 1946, but sank in the process of transportation. The USS California was hit by 2 bombs and sank. 98 people died while 61 were injured. The battleship was later raised and repaired. It went on several missions after being repaired, but then in 1959 it was sold for scrap. West Virginia. It was hit by 6 aircraft torpedoes and 2 bombs and sank. When it was refloated in 1942, they discovered 7 torpedoes hit it. 70 bodies were discovered in the battleship. It was completely rebuilt and returned to action. It was then sold in 1959 for scrap. USS Maryland was hit by 2 bombs and had light damage and some flooding. 4 men lost their lives, repairs were made, and went back to service in 1942. Later sold in 1959 for scrap. USS Nevada was left in sinking condition after being hit by 1 torpedo and several bombs. She underwent repairs and returned to action in 1946. She was too old to fight, so she was used for atomic bomb test, where she was left sunk. USS Tennessee was hit by 2 bombs. It had light damage, but it was repaired and returned to action. In 1959, it was sold and broken up for scrap. USS Pennsylvania had light damage. It was repaired and returned to action. In later fighting, she was greatly damaged, so she became target practice for the atomic bomb, and it was sunk in 1948. USS Arizona was hit by an 800-kilogram bomb. It was overturned and sunk. 1,177 men lost their lives. A memorial was built over the ship. The ship is still to this day bleeding fuel oil.